Hi healing homies, it's your honest homegirl 𝐾𝐨𝐮𝐫, and this is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. Take what resonates, what doesn't resonate, leave for another healing homie. With that said, how I do my readings, I do your intuitive message first, and then I get into your collective honest talk and tarot session. And guys, thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing to my channel. It helps it grow. I appreciate you so much. Now let's just jump into it. So for some of my healing homies, you guys have been in hermit mode, okay? And the reason why you've been in hermit mode, the reason why you've been moody and, you know, it's like 1 minute you want to socialize, the next minute you don't, the next minute you're irritated, the next minute you're not. It's like your emotions have been up and down like a emotional roller coaster. And the reason for it is because Spirit has been really nudging you guys to commit to one, yourself, and then commit to the journey, commit to seeing the truth in things, committing yourself to realizing that some of the things that are offered to you, just because it's offered to you does not mean you're supposed to take it 111 on the phone. Just because it's offered to you does not mean it's good for you. Just because it's offered to you does not mean it's going to be beneficial and it's going to reciprocate what you can reciprocate to that person, place, or thing. I'm hearing too, don't always jump on the first offer, okay? Because some things are sent your way to distract you. Certain things are sent your way to destroy you. Certain things are sent to, you know, break you down to only for you to have to build yourself up again because that was a spiritual test. Certain things are only sent to you for a season and for a reason only and not for a lifetime. For some of you guys, you really have, and please watch the other reading that I just uploaded. I didn't even name it yet because I'm recording all these readings in the day, but it's going to be, it was about process of elimination, eliminating, you know, people, places, and things out of your life. And this is like a continuation of it because it's like Spirit wants you to have stability and security in every aspect of your life, okay? They want you to be secure in every aspect of your life, and you can only go within yourself to really be honest with yourself and have that honest conversation about what is good for you, what is aligned with you, what is hurting you, what is hindering you, what is, you know, in your life only for a reason and a season only, what, you know, what's reciprocating the energy that you're pushing out to it, you know. So if it's a job or it's a lover or it's a friendship or a family member relationship, what is it being reciprocated? Some of you are dealing with Virgos, okay? Some of you are dealing with having to heal ancestral trauma. So some of you are at that point where you're realizing that a lot of this trauma that you're having to heal from wasn't even your trauma. You're realizing that this was passed on trauma from your grandmother, your grandfather, your mother, your father, and you're over here like, damn, this was their baggage. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy that I'm saying that right now because I'm thinking about how I was 333 on the phone. I was guided to take certain ancestors off of my altar. People don't be talking about how you may have to remove certain ancestors off your altar in order for you to elevate. Because your ancestors were incapable of learning the lesson when they were here in the physical realm, this is why you're the chosen one and the needed one to heal it. And it's like, until you heal it, you really can't get any advice from them because they've never been able to obtain the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding of what needed to be healed. 411 on the phone. What's the 411? The 411 is some of you guys have ancestors on your altar that you're asking for guidance from and they cannot even help you. And it's not that you're trying to disregard them or stop loving them or they're not going to be around. They're going to be around. They're still there. It's just that the guidance that you're looking for and seeking and the wisdom that you're trying to obtain from the spiritual realm, it ain't them. You got to honestly ask yourself, have these ancestors that I'm looking towards 444 on the phone for guidance and wisdom and understanding, did they accomplish this in their lifetime? So some of you are having to step back now like, whoa, wait a minute. have I been feeding, ancestors that is going to only feed me the knowledge and understanding and the wisdom that they obtained? And what if it wasn't much? That could have been your favorite person, but what did they accomplish? You got to ask yourself that. Some of you had people on your altar that you thought was your ancestors, and they were a malevolent spirit. That's why your ass couldn't sleep at night. That's why there was so much activity going on in your house. You thought they were your ancestors. They wasn't your ancestors. They were a malevolent spirit hanging out, just eating away at the offerings that you were giving them. Some of you are realizing that there was a sheep in wolf's clothing. A wolf in sheep's clothing. And you got quick communication too from some ancestors or a spirit animal or a spirit guide to let you know, like, certain people can't be on your altar until you heal this generational curse. Now, once you heal that generational curse, you've elevated not only yourself, but you've elevated your ancestors too, to now where in the spiritual realm they can assist you. I don't know where that download just came from, but I just heard I hit it right on the money. So for some of you, you really got to go within and really ask yourself, and this, your ancestors and spirit guides too, even these deities you're dealing with, some of y'all are dealing with things that are not aligned with you this lifetime. And you have to sit down and go within and work on self before you start tapping in and tuning into anything. How you helping your ancestors heal and you ain't even healed from the situation? There's certain situations that you got to heal from first before you go dedicating any energy and time and effort into an altar. You should have your own altar for yourself, dedicated to you, work on you. Because what's crazy is the ancestors that were allowed to stay on my altar resonate with me right now. Where I'm at right now. And where I'm trying to go, 7-Eleven on the phone. Where I'm at right now. Not where I used to be, not what I'm trying to heal from, where I'm at right now. They can assist me right now. So let's get into your healing homie message. This is a message for my healing homies, because only the real can relate over here. That means the ones that's actually doing the damn work, okay? It's like we crying, but we still walking up that mountain. Our ankles hurt, our feet hurt, but we still walking up that mountain. We complaining and cursing and carrying on, but we still walking up that mountain. I don't know where to. So maybe your ancestors want you to know, like, you can scream, you can cry, you can be mad, you can be angry, you can be sad, you can be depressed, but they want you to keep on walking. Okay? What's going on with my healing homies? Yeah, a lot has to do with family. A lot of energy of healing around the home, healing within the relationships with mother and child, father and child, parents and children, okay? Whatever the family dynamic is, there's a lot of energy around the home life. I'm hearing setting roots for yourself. What do you stand on? There's the ground here. What is it that you stand on? Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, financially. What is it that you stand on? And whatever it is that you stand on is what's going to bloom into your life. And again, these could be positive things, negative things, mediocre things, whatever. It's like, what is it that you're entertaining? Are you entertaining the healing process? The healing journey? Are you entertaining that? Are you entertaining the healing journey so that you can heal this family, family generational curses, so that the next generations and your children and stuff don't have to deal with this? Some of you are entertaining an Aquarius here, where you want to have a family with them, or you want to have a family with an Aquarius. For others of you, this is you, realizing that you have to bring fun into your world even when you're healing. Yes, you're trying to sit there and do a lot for yourself and put in the groundwork, but it's like at the same time, you have to have a work-life balance. What else is going on with my healing homies? Some of you guys could be dealing with female teenagers right now. So you may have some teenagers that you are taking care of. These could be your children. These could be nieces, nephews, grandkids, great grands. But there is a dynamic of young female energy. Some of y'all heard example. Are you being the best example that you can be for the younger females in your life? Some of you are avoiding this journey of healing. Some of you are avoiding stardom, being out there in the public eye. And it's crazy because the karmic wheel was on a different card in the other reading about the process of elimination, because it's like spirits is like, you can go down the hamster wheel of what you used to, or you could go down the hamster wheel of healing. You go down the hamster wheel of what you used to, which is toxicity, low vibrational energy, gossiping, lying, cheating, stealing, and all that other good stuff, and you will be blocked. You will be blocked in every way possible. Things may look like they're going to go right, and then all of a sudden they don't go right for you. I'm hearing reaping what you sow. Okay? 1111 on the phone. Reaping what you sow. So if you want to give back, I'm hearing somebody asking, what can I give back to Mother Nature? Plant something. 1122 on the phone. Start a garden. Make sure you're throwing your trash in the trash and not out the window. Make sure you see, if you see animals or something like that. Because I was just thinking about today getting a birdhouse for the little red robin. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen my story where I literally showed you my little red robin that taps on my window until I wake up. Like literally, it will tap on my window. This window right here behind me. Because I keep this window usually open like as soon as... Because I wake up early in the morning. And then I go back to bed. So I'll just crack this one. I'll put the blinds back a little bit just for my plants that are right here. And then I go back to bed. And then I get back up. And then I start my day. But it will tap on the window if I sit there and I don't have the other blind open. Now, when I have the other blinds open, that's for sure I'm up. But yeah, so I was thinking about getting a birdhouse or whatever and some food to feed my spirit animal. So it's like, you want to give back to Mother Nature, you can do stuff like that. Some of you could be gardening or teaching your daughter mannerisms. I'm seeing etiquette classes, or if they're not doing etiquette classes, maybe you need to put them in etiquette classes. And that goes for males and females, because you just never know what room you might walk into, step into, get invited to, or them one day, and they need to know how to eat at a fancy restaurant. You get what I'm saying? They need to know what a salad fork is, and the dinner fork, and the soup spoon, and the cocktail fork, and they need to know, and how to set a table, and to open up how to pull the chair out for a female, and et cetera, et cetera. So some of you are like grooming your children for when it's time for them to grow up and live on their own, when it's time for them to get married, when it's time for them to have children, when it's like you're teaching them these basic things that we should have learned in school, but we only can learn at home. But it's like you're teaching them these life lessons. Okay, for some of you guys, the ones that date women, people that date women over here, you are entertaining a divine feminine energy and you don't even know it, okay? Or you are this divine feminine energy, and there are so many people that want to entertain you. They want to take you out. They want to get to know you. Can I talk to you? I don't know why that song just came into my head. Oh, man. Yeah, so somebody could be listening to Divine Feminine. You could be at home just chilling, listening to some real good old school classic R&B music, okay? For others of you, Divine Feminines, you probably just out and about, minding your business, taking yourself out on dates, entertaining yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do feel for some of you guys, you may not want to take a leap of faith with an Aquarius. For some of you may not want to take a leap of faith, like I said, with healing. Some of you may not want to take a leap of faith with, I heard a government contract, and again, fame, stardom, people knowing your name is what I'm hearing. You may not want to take a leap of faith on something because you really don't know if this offer is good or not. So maybe you may want to step back a little bit and go within, okay, and ask. When you say your prayers or when you're asking your ancestors, you better call forth knowing and unknowing ancestors that could help you with this particular situation. If they, and make that clear, okay? Because maybe you're not taking a leap of faith with something because you're just really unsure. But I feel like the answers that you seek, you will be receiving them very, very soon, okay? But it's like, just like how when you write out your manifestations, there is a proper way of writing out your manifestations. There is a proper way of praying, a proper way of calling upon your ancestors. So why did I just hear you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Baby, I don't know what that's about, okay? Somebody's ancestors is like, they keep trying to teach you something and you just like, you ain't catching it. And they need for you to catch to the fact that you need to go within and sit still with yourself first. Sit still with yourself first. Some of you guys, you're really you're really healing the inner adolescent within you. Okay, maybe a lot of your trauma came from your teenage adolescent years and it had a lot to do with family dynamics, okay? But I do feel like I'm seeing someone growing up in their adolescent years, being surrounded by good and bad family members. Okay, there was like a mixture, and it was like you were always taught that family comes first and choose family over everything as blood, like whatever that bond, that family dynamic was, it was like an illusion. And it's like you had some good family members, some bad family members, some family members that were snakes, some family members that wanted your destiny, some family members that, helped you out. And then there's something like there was a mixture of this family dynamic, and it kind of caused you to feel like maybe some of you excluded yourself away from your family after like your adolescent years because you woke up and you realized the nonsense and the BS that was going on. And it's like, or you woke up and you realized that your family was not the family that you really thought they were growing up as a kid. Like you started seeing everybody's real personas. You were really, maybe you tapped into your gifts as an adolescent and you started really seeing the truth about your family for some of you, and about some of these lies that they told were like, you thought was the truth all this time and it really wasn't. I do see somebody coming of age, but they're afraid. There could be a teenager or a younger female in your family that's afraid of coming of age, because she doesn't know what's on the other side of the door. For others of you, if you're a male watching this is your feminine energy, because like I said, we embody both masculine and feminine energy. But I feel like your feminine energy, you're obtaining more emotional intelligence, but yet at the same time, it's like you are not 100% ready to be vulnerable towards other people just yet, because it's like you just started getting comfortable with yourself. And I feel like for some of my men who have tapped into their emotional intelligence, you are more attractive, and you're realizing that a lot of people are coming your way. Whether you're male or female, a lot of people are coming your way because you've obtained a lot of emotional intelligence, a lot of divine feminine energy. You've tapped into your creativity. You started taking care of yourself more. You started looking better and dressing better and buying better quality clothing. And it's like it's attracting people, good and bad. So you have to be very careful and use your discernment. And that's probably why you're kind of apprehensive about jumping into anything just yet, because you know the consequences of the choices that you make. It's like you're always one choice away from messing up things and one choice away from making things a lot better. So with that said, let's get some homegirl advice for you boys. What is the homegirl advice? All right, so we have you are not trusting the process. I told you a lot of you guys are very apprehensive about a lot of things. The thing is, Spirit wants you to go within so that you can really know who you are, figure out your triggers with your intuition, trying to nudge you and pull you and let you know you're going in the right direction, you're going in the wrong direction, how to sit there and really use your discernment. Some of you need to sage certain things out of your life, people, places, and things, okay? You got it. I'm hearing, let it rain and clear it out. And let it rain and clear it out. And let it rain and clear it out. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. So it's like your spirit team is like, it's time, okay? It's time for you to really trust the process. Yeah, because it's time for you to outperform these bitches. They ain't playing with you. And we have at the bottom of the deck, have the willpower to do it. So you already know what time it is, guys. So I love you. Mwah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.